This is your radio salvation. Go, 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 go.
Tout my name, tout my style like an energy. I never fall short, I just keep coming. I huff and I snort to the goal, yo. I ain't your friend, ho, I take you down, though. We fight for our rights, this isn't a game. We live for the ride, we're going down in flames. We don't give nothing when nothing is due. In the end, when it falls, it's on top of you.
To Fresco Matic Radio. Behold.
Hey, what's going on? Behold, you are now in the presence of the Primo Man, the Latin crack and the finest manager in pro wrestling today. He has his own show, and we have a great show for you today. Let me tell you, muchachos, I got the best guest around. You know, the only guest that Primo can get, man. Just for you, baby. Just for you, muchachos. Ha ha.
Primo!
Oh,
what you
hey,
doing?
didn't see you there.
What's going on, man? You taking over my show?
Oh, hey, man, I didn't know you were coming.
I was gone for 5 minutes to take a piss. You over here introducing the show like it's the Primo show.
Hey, you don't need to use that language.
Come on, man. You see the tagline? What show is it, Primo?
It's the Fresco show.
It's the Fresco show with my guest and two-time Manager of the Year, Primo Pulpo. Alright. Okay, let's have a seat, Mr. Host, if you want to get that.
Alright.
Yes.
Thank you for having me on, muchacho.
Oh, no worries. Alright. Welcome. And thank you once again for tuning in to another jam-packed episode of The Fresco Show. Episode 4. That's right, 4. We are 4 episodes into this journey, man. It's been such an amazing time. I've gotten so much positive feedback and a lot of great, just wise words, people all over town and beyond on The Fresco Show. So thank you guys so much. Of course, we are live on 7 different platforms. Right now, we're live on Facebook Live, IG Live, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, the Go Live Vegas mobile app, and of course, we are everywhere on the internet when it comes down to it, YouTube as well. Primo, man, how you feeling today?
I am feeling okay, muchacho. You know, it's been a long Monday, but I'm happy to be here.
Long time for sure. Also, my co-host, the beautiful Madam Rice. How are you feeling today?
Doing very well.
Doing very well. How well you doing? Very well?
No, doing very well.
All right.
Very well.
There you go. There's that sultry voice I was looking
Yes.
for. That's right. You know, Primo, man, you know, a lot of people know me, they know you. You know, we're very synonymous, man. It's kind of like a Green Arrow, Green Lantern type of combination. You know what I'm saying? We're tandem wise, we just fit, bro, man. It's good to have you on.
Hey, man, I'm happy to be on. You know, when you were getting the show, I was very proud of you. You put in the hard work to get an awesome show like this and to be a part of it. You know, it's very flattering.
Good, man. Appreciate it. You know, I think for this episode, man, I want to do a little different. Not you doing my intro for me, but I wanted to keep you on for majority of the show so we can get your get your thoughts on the topics of today, because we got a lot to cover from this past weekend to last week. You know what I'm saying? So hang on tight, because here we go. Madam Rice, what's the news on the fly?
News on the fly. Kobe Bryant's birthday passed this weekend.
Ah, man. 8/23, of course, 8/24, Kobe Bryant. His birthday was this past weekend. Didn't really want to start off with a somber note, but I had to get it out there because we did lose a legend earlier this year. Kobe Bryant, of course, they're celebrating through the NBA. A big game going on, I think, right now between the Lakers or whatnot, trying to get a route for Kobe Bryant. Primo, you were a basketball fan growing up. What was it like for you seeing Kobe Bryant in the league doing what he does and the legacy he left behind as well?
Oh, you know, he's always been amazing. He's always been one of the greats that I grew up watching. You know, your Primo's father and, you know, everybody's dads grew up watching all these legends in the 80s, the 70s, the 90s. But Kobe, you know, for our age, for our generation, in my opinion, he was the best.
I got to agree, man. For everyone who knows me knows I'm not the biggest Laker fan, but I definitely appreciate greatness when it comes around. Kobe has been killing my team where it feels like over 2 decades, and he's just been such a figure as far as basketball and just that Mamba mentality. It's a way of life when it comes to aggression, preparation, and getting yourself ready for the next task to be not only great, but be excellent. Who do you think in the Vegas scene has that Mamba mentality, Primo?
Oh, I mean, you know, I'm sure you would like me to say Fresco Matic. And in some ways, you have the Mamba mentality, muchacho. But it's hard to deny that the top of the top here in Vegas, the Chris Bay, the Kerry and Cross, you know, those are the Vegas Mambas, man.
Excellent. That's good. It's just really, really crazy to go through this year, and it feels like it was already a long time ago. But that happened just, January when Kobe passed. So, you know, definitely want to give big homage to all the fans who loved and supported Kobe, and of course the Bryant family as well, man. Rest up, and be easy. All right, next topic, Madam Rice.
Next topic, DC fandom. Let's start with Static.
All right, so DC fandom was this weekend. If you guys don't know, of course, I love me some comic books. Primo, are you a big comic fan as well?
Oh, you know it, man. You know I'm a huge comic book fan.
Yes. DC fandom came out strong this weekend, showing off a litany of trailers, leaked trailers, and a lot of just big fanfare. I want to start here with Static. Static Shock, of course, they were talking about Static Shock being in early development for a live action movie. That's crazy. That's crazy. Static Shock, of course, longtime cartoon, one of the great series growing up. I know every person I know watched Static Shock, loved Static Shock. Primo, how was Static Shock like for you growing up as well and hearing about him having a movie?
I mean, it's very long overdue for a Static Shock live action appearance. When we were growing up, he was one of the sort of left field superheroes to get his own show on the WB, you know.
Exactly.
And he carried it strong. He didn't need all the fanfare behind him the way the Supermans and the Batmans and the Green Lanterns. No. Static Shock came out of nowhere and he took over because he was cool.
I loved him, man. I love Static Shock. He brought such a different energy, you know, just for me, seeing that representation at an early age for a young brother kind of trying to make it, trying to be excellent when he was struggling with his own struggles. You know, there's a whole think piece on Static Shock on why he was so influential for young black boys and girls and everyone in general. So I'm real happy to see that. Before we get to the next topic, I got to give you guys a shout out. If you want to call the Fresco Show or talk to my man here, Primo, give us a call toll free at 702-329-6947, or anywhere else across the world, call 855-502-4321. All right. Madam Rice, what do we got next?
Next topic is The Batman.
The Batman.
Yeah.
Yo, so The Batman, the new trailer a leaked trailer came out this weekend with what's Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson's Batman. I'm not gonna lie, man. It looked pretty sick. He was beating that dude up. I'm surprised at how, because Batman's such a divisive character. Everyone's got their preferences on what Batman should be. Do you think Batman was done justice in this small, little hint trail that we've seen over the past weekend?
It's very hard to tell, because Batman, we've seen so many different versions, and for so long, especially the live action, it was Batman in an almost comical sort of way. It was, the Adam West Batman's growing like many years ago, and then there was the Michael Keaton, which was, he did a very good job with it, but it was still Tim Burton's like comical, cartoony.
So many versions.
Yes. And then we got Christian Bale, which brought it into realism. And now with the Robert Pattinson, the Batman, he took that realism and he made it darker. It's more gritty. It should be interesting. And I think the aspect that is really going to hit home with fans is it looks like a mystery. It looks like a detective story, And we don't really get to see Batman be a detective very often in live action.
Very, very true. A lot of times he's just that's right, just a badass, just beating up people, getting to this thing. But it seems like they're going a different direction here. I think the Riddler is going to be the main villain, and I'm a big Riddler fan. I think his style of mysteries and clues is tailor-made to show off Batman's detective skills, because he has to use them in order to find him, apprehend him, and stop him. So, man, I'm excited, man. I'm not even the biggest Batman guy. I love Batman. I respect all DC characters, but seeing Batman just kill it, and they're finding new ways to keep him kind of fresh, and man, I'm excited. Who's your favorite superhero between Superman or Batman? If you had to choose one of them, who would you choose, Primo?
I mean, it's probably Batman. Batman he's got that human side of him, all those humanistic errors. He's so intelligent and everything, but there's a side to him that's just filled with paranoia and filled with battling his own fears and the pressure of being a rich man with no family, and that's not quite as relatable, but
Batman is a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
That's right.
He is
right.
Slick. He's smooth, suave. I love Batman. I love me some Batman.
Is he your favorite superhero, or is he close to it?
He's close. My favorite superhero is Thor.
Thor.
Yeah.
All right. I love me some Thor too. I know you're a big Thor guy, right?
Oh no, I'm more like the Hulk.
All right, so we have a little thing, since he talked about it. We have a thing where me and my little crew, we talk about who's who in the Avengers. I know, but it's fun, and we always give him the Hulk. He doesn't like the Hulk, but if you know Primo like we know Primo, we know that Hulk is a perfect fit. If you know what I'm saying. But if it wasn't Hulk, I can see Thor. Definitely.
Of course it's Thor. It's Fat Thor.
Thor and the Avengers.
Yes.
Okay. So this Batman, of course, is supposed to be coming out 2021. So that's the way the year is going by. It's not too far away now. I'm excited to see that. Hopefully we can see it in theaters like a family instead of talking about it and watching it like it's Black Mirror. So
well, they have theaters open now. There are some theaters that are open next week. The New Mutants movie, the new Marvel one, is coming out, and it's going to be in some
New Mutants
theaters.
does drop. That's like a horror movie type of spin on a superhero flick,
and it has the Marvel tag to it. I don't know if it will technically be part of the MCU, but it's the first mutant movie under that banner. So
you know what? I love me some mutants. I'm an X-Men fan first, so I might have to see that. I mean, we might have to see that. All of you need to see that come together. Mask, of course.
Wait, I gotta say something.
What's up?
I gotta correct myself. So my favorite male superhero is Thor. My favorite woman superhero is Wonder Woman. I just had to correct myself.
All right. Excellent segue, Madam Rice. We're on to our next topic. Wonder Woman also dropped a trailer this weekend. Beautiful. We finally see Cheetah. Cheetah's, of course, is Wonder Woman's biggest adversary. She's a beast. She doesn't know. She has literally like all the energy in the universe. She's powerful, and she always gives her fits every time. Primo, have you seen the Wonder Woman trailer, the new one?
I will admit that is one I have not seen yet. I want to see it, but I forgot to watch it. And I've actually been looking out because I want to see what they did with Kristen Wiig. You know, she's a comedian actress, and to see her take on the role of a supervillain, I'm very interested to see what they do with that.
Same. Madam Rice, how excited are you for Wonder Woman to come out? It's coming pretty soon.
Yeah, I am super excited. I'm interested in seeing Wonder Woman and her lover, because I know there's like this. I call him her lover because his name misses me right now. But Wonder Woman and her lover, he died, and we see him die in the first Wonder Woman movie, and then all of a sudden he's back.
I wonder, is that just like some mind tricks going on? I don't want to get into spoilery stuff because the comics would say, there's a little artifact that can bring people, can do like wishes, but it comes with a price, So I'm not sure if that got anything to do with Cheetah getting her powers, but
we'll have to see.
That's going to look very interesting. Okay, and what's the next topic, Madam Rice?
Next topic, Suicide Squad.
Okay, this is the last year of DC fandom here. The Suicide Squad does drop soon, and the trailer was absolutely magnificent. We saw John Cena in the trailer. It was really fun. Primo, man, were you a fan of the first Suicide Squad movie?
The first Suicide Squad movie was pretty good. It was it had good parts to it. There was a lot that I didn't like.
That's a good way to say it.
There were good parts to it, and I would like to see them play off of those good parts and maybe leave some of the junk behind. But
yeah, well, they have that new director. I mean, his name misses me too. He did the Guardians of the Galaxy, both of them.
James Gunn.
He's doing Suicide Squad, so that's gonna be, you know how he is. He's kind of quirky, so he's gonna go very quirky on this. The rumor has it, because we see so many villains on the trailer, that the rumor is that they're just gonna kill a lot of them off just right away. You think that's gonna happen?
I could see it. With such a big cast, they kind of did the same thing in Deadpool 2 when they had like Brad Pitt and all these goofy cameos.
That was a work, man. They worked the hell out of us on that. I'm like, cool. We got a whole squad. Here we go. And spoiler alert, if y'all haven't seen it. If y'all haven't seen it by now, it's too bad. They come out and they all just die, except like one or two, and it's like, what is this?
they did the same thing in MacGruber too. You remember MacGruber started with the van full of pro wrestlers. And I was like, oh yeah, here we go. This is going to be awesome. And
my gosh.
Oh man.
Yes. Okay. And finally, Madam Rice, what is the last topic here on News on the Fly?
Megan Thee Stallion admits she was indeed shot by Tory Lanez.
All right, let's address this real quick. Of course, if you haven't heard, Megan Thee Stallion, of course, was in an altercation with Canadian rapper Tory Lanez. The biggest rumor before anything happened was that there was 4 people in the car. It was Megan, Tory security, and Megan's friend. Something happened in that van. I don't know if he tried to make an advance, maybe he wanted her, I don't know what it was, but she wanted to get out the car. He didn't want her to leave the car. So eventually he pulled the window down and shot at Megan, hit her I think twice on both feet. And for the longest, people were like, why won't Megan say anything? Why won't she come out and say it? Yeah. She finally admitted it over the weekend on IG Live that yes, Tory indeed shot her, because there were some rumors that that maybe she was lying, which is ridiculous. I mean, why would she lie about something like that, right? or not come forward about something? It's just dumb, man. We got to do better. But you look at it now, and Primo, I got to ask you, man, what if Tory Lanez listening right now, man? What you got to tell Tory Lanez for doing something like this to one of our queens?
I mean, it's messed up, man. What the hell?
Yeah,
and I always hate to hear about any musician who does stuff like this, man. They don't deserve support. They don't deserve to be put on a pedestal by fans and everything. Right. If this is the way you're going to act when you're given the ball and you're put in the public eye and you act like a piece of trash, it's pretty rough.
Exactly. Madam Rice, how do you feel about the situation? This is one of your favorite artists here, Megan Thee Stallion. She got shot before she dropped that WAP video, so she's been still working her tail off since.
She has to,
yeah.
I am just really disappointed. I'm disappointed in Tory Lanez as an African American black man, and it's just a shame, that our black women are put in these types of situations. A lot of times, all women, but since Megan Thee Stallion is a black woman, I'm gonna speak on that. It's a shame. Our black women are looked at as strong. We're looked at as loud. We're sexualized often, more than any other race. And for that to happen to her, it's ridiculous. And I hope that she's recovering and that she's doing better.
Great words. We appreciate Megan Thee Stallion for everything she's brought to the game so far. Continue to grow. She's dealing with all this. She don't got her family with her. I mean, her mom passed. Her dad's not there. She's only 25. So, she got all this responsibility, all this new things to deal with. And you got some suckers like Tory, who you would think him being around for so long that it wouldn't be such a pressing issue if someone says no. Or if that was the case. So, Tory Lanez, you a sucker. And that's on the real.
Yeah.
But guys, we will be right back after a quick commercial break, folks. Do not touch that dial. We're going to get into the West Coast wrestling scene and why people need to stop sleeping on it. Keep it locked.
Are you looking for a reliable place to get a haircut? Or is it time for your man to get that shape up? Look no further than Las Vegas's own A1 Barbershop. Located in the heart of the Boulevard Mall to fulfill all of your hair needs. With top-tier barbers such as Slow, artist Cushy Jackson, and Fresco's personal barber Brennan.
Welcome back to the Fresco Show. I'm chilling live, of course, with Madam Rice and my guest tonight, two-time Manager of the Year, Primo Pulpo. Before we get started on our next topic, man, I think you need a drink, my man.
Oh, God. Here we go.
You know how it goes. This is tradition now for all my guests. I missed Northtown Red that one week. I forgot my drink, but every guest gets a little drink before we start on the topics. You know what I'm saying? It's only fair.
Hey man, Seva didn't have to take a drink.
He called in. If he would have walked in, I would have said, "Hey, Oos, you gotta have some of this too, Oos."
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not. I share, so I'll drink with you, man.
I hope he hears the impression you just did of him.
Hopefully he didn't. All right, okay, so
you got the honey jack, huh?
Yeah, the honey jack is smooth, man. It's made for everybody. I know Mondo Rocks, don't like too much hard liquor, so this would have done him better than the Hennessy the first episode.
Oh, gracias.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Man. All right. So, Primo.
Yes.
You have seen a lot of things so far early in your career in the wrestling game.
Yes.
You've managed a lot of talented superstars, man. You went from Sergeant Major, Congo Crush, and of course you were also on America Ninja Warrior.
Yes.
Explain that experience for me. What was it like for you to get the call and to really get a chance to be on TV and get the big ratings number that you guys got that night?
Well, I mean, it was a very interesting process, you know. When I first was contacted about the opportunity, there were multiple managers in Vegas vying for that same position. So just to even be chosen for it was just a phenomenal accomplishment for myself.
Excellent.
But then to go there and to do it live and to be a part of the production, to go backstage and to change with all the Ninja Warriors, you know.
Yeah.
What's her name? Jessie Graff. She does the.
We have some pictures, don't we?
Yes.
Some pictures here of you on American Ninja Warrior. We're gonna pull those up in a second. But yeah, man, that's a really awesome experience, especially for someone who like you, who's already been doing a lot in the manager game.
Yes, and to be able to do it, not just to do it, but to do it as my character, to do that as Primo Pulpo, you know. They could have easily brought me on to perform in any number of ways because I'm a very good performer.
Yes.
But they allowed me to use my real name. They allowed me to use my gear. They allowed me to be me. And not only did they allow me to do it, they loved it, man.
That's so important when you're bringing your work and your thing to different places, even if it's not even a wrestling place, for people to accept it and embrace who you are. Nothing's worse than people who want you, but they want to change you when you get in.
Yes.
You definitely want to have that authentic feel, especially on a network like NBC.
Yes, it was on NBC, prime time, in front of 4.9 million viewers.
That's awesome.
4.9 million views on American Ninja Warrior. That is no coincidence, because I think that was a tick from their normal numbers. You know the ratings draw is right here with Primo Pulpo.
And that was live, man. I could be wrong, but I think it's still up on Hulu, just gathering views, you know.
Yeah, so if you want to catch Primo on his first go around on American Ninja Warrior, check it out on Hulu. It is available, folks. And also, if you want to give Primo a call or talk to me or talk to whoever on the show, give us a call, folks. We are waiting on the line. Get to it. Let's get to it. Now, West Coast wrestling scene. I want to talk about this a little bit today because I feel like it's starting now to get a lot of press behind it. For the longest, West Coast wrestling was kind of like an island where, guys would compete North Cal, maybe somewhere in Vegas every once in a while, and more Northwest. But all the big independent stars would get their name East Coast, South, all over the world, Japan, Mexico. What's it like for you to see not only the scene here in Vegas, but the West Coast scene just raise up with talent? There is names all over the industry right now that are hailing from California, from Washington, and of course from right here in Las Vegas.
Well, it's very interesting because I think there's always been that talent coming out of these locations. It's just a matter of getting seen. And as the independent scene has grown over the past few years, we've seen it hit more eyes than ever before, mostly because of all the streaming opportunities, of all the social networking opportunities, of these promotions upping their value and upping their production game and just becoming beautiful, beautiful promotions to work for. And it's finally putting a spotlight on some of these guys. We're seeing the Scorpio Skies,
Hell yeah.
All the guys out of California for the most part. Pretty much anyone that was involved with Lucha Underground is now signed to a major company.
Who would have thought, man? Who would have thought that all those guys, Lucha Underground, almost all of them have went on to have the same, or if not bigger success on the different companies. Of course, Brian Cage, Isaiah Swerve, they're both from the West Coast in particular. They've been killing it ever since.
Ricochet, man.
Yeah, Ricochet, of course. He's one that people kind of forget about, but he's been doing it for a hot minute. Really putting the stream on. Of course, companies like PWG, PCW, Ultra, Defy, and of course right here, FSW Las Vegas. Man, it's what a time. I can imagine what it would be right now if the scene was open with no COVID. You know what I'm saying? It would be a sight to see we were just starting to pick up more and more
Oh, yes.
momentum. Man, Primo, man, I got to ask, of all the promotions I named, like, which one do you feel is making the most strides, even during this pandemic season?
Well, in case Joe DeFalco is listening, I will say Future Stars of Wrestling. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
SW.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, Primo. Okay, so you've been doing this manager situation for quite a while now. What got you into becoming a manager, and what really got you into the love of professional wrestling in the first place?
You want the real answer or the?
I want you to shoot, baby.
All right. Well, to be honest, I didn't plan on being a manager. When your Primo first started training and want to get into pro wrestling, it was sort of an urge after going to all the local shows. Your Primo, he saw the Paragon Pro Wrestling here in Vegas when he used to be here. He saw the FSW, the BVW. He saw all the promotions that would come through around 2016. And by the time it was summer of 2017, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to be a part of the business. And, I tried different ways to be a part of the business. I started out vending at shows. I got to know Sin Bodhi. And
Sin.
It was through that connection that when the Snake Pit Pro Wrestling Academy opened, I signed up right away. But, money was tight. Training as a wrestler was kind of rough because I was quite a bit heavier, So I said, I will start as a manager, we'll see how this goes, and then eventually I'll get into wrestling. But then Primo was born, and the fans love the Primo, and the coaches love the Primo, and everybody loves the Primo, so I'm still the Primo, and that's why I'm here.
Excellent. I love that, man. Real quick, big shout out to Canada. We love Canada. I'm a big Canada mark.
So am I.
A lot of those people I meet are so nice. I used to work at an old a retail store, Bose, and we got a lot of Canadians coming in, to buy some stuff. We had the factory renewed. We had the, the refurbished. Yeah, it's refurbished Bose. It's not factory renewed. I know the secrets. They would come in and they would always be like, "Oh, this is great. You got a discount on this?" And I would be like, "Yeah, if you use that coupon in the booklet, you get a 10% off extra." And just the language of discounts, like, all right, that's enough for me for a lot of them. But a lot of them were just so kind, so so warm,
so friendly.
Big shout out to Canada. Yeah. Big shout out. Now, my man Primo. So, you're two-time manager of the year.
Yes.
You're no doubt the best manager here in Vegas, probably on the whole West Coast.
Oh,
That's debatable.
But it's debatable is great because people got to mention you when we talk about great managers on the coast. Is there any new challenges you wanted to set out as a manager as far as maybe, I don't know, clients, maybe shenanigans, just something for you? Like, is there anything you're looking forward to doing next since you've pretty much conquered Vegas in the short time you've been here?
Well, I wouldn't say conquered Vegas, man. I think
I'm putting you over, bro.
Well, let me put it this way. Within Vegas, I will say one of my goals is to manage a FSW champion. I had the pleasure of managing a Big Valley Wrestling champion, and I think managing a Future Stars of Wrestling champion would be probably the next big benchmark here in Vegas for myself.
There it is.
That's big.
Now, aiming outside of Vegas, though, your Primo, for the most part, has gotten newer clients, fresher clients that are just starting in the game, and your Primo has done what he does, and he elevates their brand, he elevates their value. Fresco, I mean, let's be real, you wouldn't have this if it weren't for me, baby.
Wow.
Okay, we shooting.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. He is self-made, he is the man. However, your Primo, for lack of a better term, I would love to manage a big name. Specifically, Miro, Rusev. The new free agent.
Shoot your
Give him
shot.
to me, baby. Give him to me. I have been told by so many people that Rusev is the perfect client for your Primo. I was told by Gangrel the very first time I did a seminar with
you hear
Gangrel.
that?
He told me, you would be perfect with Rusev. And I said, you are damn right.
All right.
We all know of Gangrel, who, of course, if you don't know him, you look him up, please. Got the best entrance probably of all time in WWE history.
Yes, he does.
You know, if it gives you that kind of props, man, you gotta follow through, man. Now I'm interested. Now I want to see Rusev or Miro team up with Primo Pulpo, because you know, me and Madam Right sometimes we'll watch Total Divas, so we see his wife a lot,
Yeah,
Lana.
yeah, Lana. I'm a fan.
Lana did a really good job in the first run with Rusev as a manager. What would you feel you would bring extra to Rusev's game when it comes to having you by his side?
Well, you know, I won't say that I would bring a elevated level of talking for him, because he's a great speaker. He has amazing comedic timing. He's very talented. However, together we could have some great chemistry, have some funny, compelling stuff, some serious, scary stuff. We could do whatever, you know. But I think the thing that I could truly bring is my own creativity. You know me, man. You know I am just a batch of crazy ideas, always spiraling in my head.
Always
spitting out
He's not lying,
craziest stuff. But I'm trying to just change the game at all times. And I think, you know, I could bring that to the Rusev table.
I think so too, man. You know, of course, you were manager not only for my former, both tag teams I've been part of. Of course, Fresco De Niro, we were tag champs for a long time. Very strong reign. You know, that was really fun. And you were even with us with Lights Camera Faction for a bit. And I can't lie, man. I'm kind of sad to see you no longer be part of the faction, but I know you really wanted to showcase what you could do on a different level. So tell me, man, what are you doing now, man? What's some goals you got going on now, specifically here in Las Vegas and FSW?
Well, in FSW, I'm now working with a new team. It's not quite announced yet, although I will say the name of the team leaked on your show.
That wasn't my fault. That was did I say that or did Mondo say that?
We'll discuss this after the show. But your Primo has a couple of new clients in Future Stars of Wrestling that I think together we are going to be able to create something unique, something harrowing, something heart-wrenching and scary, and just bring out all the emotions from an audience every match. So I'm looking forward to where that goes. Both of the people I'm working with are very talented people, and I'm excited to work with them.
Okay, so it's two people you're working with.
Yes, it's a tag team.
Okay, so you guys are in our division. You guys are in.
Oh yes,
FSW.
we're coming for the gold.
Well, hold on, wait. You got to get past the faction first. You know, you gotta get past myself. Mm-hmm. You gotta get past One Take Watson. And you gotta get past Action Braxton. That is a formidable duo. You know, and you know that more than anybody.
That's a trio.
I said trio. I said duo. Not dumbass. A trio. You know what I'm saying? Trio. You get what's going on. But
yes.
Yeah. So okay. So all right. So the division is stacked. There's about 10, 11 teams right now.
So I hear.
In FSW. So this tag team, you feel real confident that you guys are gonna have pay dirt for a championship. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I look forward to it. I respect you, so I won't do nothing crazy, but I know for sure that whatever tag team you bring, you got to go through us first. And that's not.
Well, yeah, you're ranked at the bottom, so of course I have to go through you first.
We are not ranked at the bottom. That is
not by a long shot.
Not by a long shot. Just off the strength of Fresco alone, we were easily in the mid conversation. We're after Bonus Boys and Death Proof.
Ooh.
We're right there.
Oh man, Sky High is going to love to hear that one.
Who?
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
It's Sky High, Sky baby. We'll take care of them eventually. Right now they worry about the unguided, Players Club.
We faced off against them. Remember, It was my first match.
Yes.
And my God, was it embarrassing.
Oh, yo. Okay. So, all right. So, a little behind the curtain here. We had our first main event at FSW, and it's myself, Action Braxton, and Primo Pulpo versus Sky High, Mondo Rocks, Robbie Litt, and Alita. Let's just say the match went, but it did not go well, really at all. So we heard it. We heard it from the guys in the back. We heard it from Joe. Man, Primo, walk me through it, man. What was it like having your first match in a situation like that?
You know, it was very fun. The only matches, other than, typically managing, the only matches I've ever competed in were battle royals up until that point. So then to have a tag match and to be surprised with it and having to work in the Primo gear, as I call it, it was tough. But, it happens. I ended up taking that triple team move from Sky High and getting pinned by a leader who is probably a third of my weight. Yeah. So that sucked, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some.
Man, I remember I didn't win a match for maybe 4 or 5 months before I got my first win. So it's all chalk it up to the game, I guess. Madam Rice, you were there for that main event.
I was.
What did you think of that main event that we were in not too long ago, where we took on Sky High with Alita?
It was interesting. It was interesting, and I enjoyed seeing her wrestle, no doubt.
Of course.
Yeah, I just wanna say I want to give a shout out to T. Hi T.
Okay.
Thanks
What's
for
up,
joining.
T?
Hey, and I want to give a shout out to Jesus Reyes.
Okay.
Hello.
Who's that?
That is an old classmate of mine. We went to elementary school together. And he is a huge wrestling fan.
Okay, you saved me a wrestling fan. How you doing? Welcome. Okay, folks, we will be right back with one more commercial break, and we will get to it. We'll be right back, folks.
All right.
Are you looking for a reliable place to get a haircut? Or is it time for your man to get that shape up? Look no further than Las Vegas's own A1 Barbershop. Located in the heart of the Boulevard Mall to fulfill all of your hair needs. With top-tier barbers such as Slow, artist Cushy Jackson, and Fresco's personal barber Brennan.
Are you looking for someone to provide training to your sales staff? Do you need a motivational speaker about how to handle change? Do you have an upcoming event that needs an MC to handle those responsibilities? Well, look no further than longtime Las Vegas radio personality Aaron Phillips. I am local to Las Vegas and I can blend my talents with any audience. For more information, please visit www.aaronphillipsvoice.com and book me for your next event or training needs.
Yeah. You feel that beat, Primo?
Turn the snare up in my headphones.
Okay.
I can't hear any snare.
You want to hear the snare?
Turn the snare up.
Okay.
I have no snare in my headphones.
Okay. You hear it better now?
Oh, I hear. There's no snare in my headphones.
Really? There's no snare? he's ripping me. All right. Before we get into some Fresco's favorites, I want to talk with you a little bit about a guy that we both seen, a guy that you've seen a long time, both as, in the game and as a fan, Karrion Kross. So Karrion Kross did the big thing over the weekend, and he beat Keith Lee for the NXT Championship. Karrion Kross has had already during his decent time in the ring and being a veteran, he's already now accomplished so much in a little bit of time. Primo, what was it like seeing him come up? What was your opinion on him before, and what's your opinion on him now?
Well, I'll shoot straight. No cap, as they say.
Cap.
When I was a fan, I used to watch Karrion Kross at the FSW shows. And he was so strong and won so much and was so powerful that I hated him. All my friends hated him. We all hated him. We were this small group of fans that would boo him. And I'll admit, I may have been mistaken. Because as soon as he started hitting those bigger screens, those bigger stages, those bigger companies, when we saw him on the Bloodsport and on the Impact and on all these different shows coming up before he made it to WWE, it was obvious that he just needed a larger stage. And now that we see him in WWE, it was like he was always meant to be there. In a different lifetime, I feel he would have been one of those guys that could have been built from NXT up. You know what I mean? He just happened to go through FSW, and FSW gave him a great training, you know.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I've got to disagree. From the moment I saw Karrion Kross, I was like, that is a superstar. He's got the character, he's got the body, he's got the technicality. I'm sorry. I disagree with you, Primo.
Okay.
But I respect your opinion.
I feel it. I definitely feel it. Seeing, you know, a little behind the curtain too. One of my best friends, he's been in the industry, the casino industry for a long time. He used to work with Karrion Kross at, I believe, the Mirage, and he would see him, you know, come to work after a match, or you know, he would see him come kind of banged up, you know, because he's worked security.
Yes. My brother actually worked with him at one point.
That's cool.
Up at Mandalay Bay, he was working as security for the foundation room at the very top. And my brother, he worked as wait staff, you know. But.
Yeah, for sure. That's cool, man. I didn't even know that. That's dope.
Awesome.
Yeah, and you know, and my friend always said, yeah, but this big old dude, man, he wrestled too. When I was, you know, toiling around with the idea of being a pro wrestler, and I would talk to him about it, he would always tell me about, you know, at the time, Kevin Kross, when he was doing his thing. And seeing him, like, in person, you know, he's just as big as you would think he is on television. And seeing him on television, like you said earlier, he's made for NXT. The grandiose entrance, all the what we call Shakespeare, all that is just encompassed into one figure, and he's got the charisma. Yes. Like, you know, he'll do something simple, just a suplex, and he'll just give that menacing look at the opponent, where it's like, man, he's really a killer. You know, he's really a killer. Of course, he won the NXT Championship in a big slobber knocker over the weekend at Takeover. However, some news kind of broke that, you know, he might not be feeling 100%. He might have a separated shoulder, they were talking about. Man. And you know a lot about, you know, that particular injury. How you feeling right now on that shoulder?
It's still separated. I have a grade 3 separation of my AC joint, and that's exactly what Karrion Kross got. However, when I separated my shoulder, I fell to the ground and needed help from everyone around me, and it was the most painful thing I've ever endured. So for that man to separate his shoulder mid-match and continue, and not only continue, but finish strong with all of Keith Lee's weight on that same shoulder, it's insane. Truly, nothing but respect for Karrion Kross, sorry.
We have a saying for wrestlers, you know, if you can, finish the match. You know, of course, if it's too bad, of course, stop. But if you can, you know, that warrior spirit, you know, at least try to figure out a way to get to the end of the match, or get close and try to execute warrior to do something like that. You'd explain what type of pain it would be. You know, my shoulders aren't separated, but I've got issues on both shoulders now for the last couple of weeks, and it takes away your strength. You're not as strong. As you used to be, you know, even if it's only about like 10%, and in this case, it'd be more for Karrion Kross. Over the weekend, I went to a pool party, and we were doing like a football game in the pool where we had to catch the ball. And usually, I would kill these guys, you know, but I couldn't explode off and catch it because of the sharp pain in the shoulder. So I can only imagine what you and Kross would feel having it separated. So, you know,
don't group us together like that, because I guarantee though how he felt was probably not quite the same as me. That dude's been through a ton. He fought some major names. He's been banged up before, I'm sure. So that dude's super tough. So I mean, we probably took that pain a little different.
I feel it. I definitely feel it. Of course, big shout out to Karrion Kross. He's leading the way. This is exciting for me, not only for him winning, but also it just really opens the door even more for eyes on FSW and all the talent that we got there. So we're real excited to have that kind of, we're trying to get our PWG on, but our way. We're trying to get our Ultra on, but our way. We're trying to get Champion Hollywood on, all that. We're trying to do it the FSW way, and seeing him and Chris Bay and Hammerstone out there doing work on the major scenes. It's inspiring. It's inspiring. You know what time it is, Madam Rice?
I think I do. Is it time for Fresco's favorites?
Fresco's favorites. All right. What is the first line of Fresco's favorites?
All right. AEW crowns a new TNT champion.
Okay, so we got your doppelganger Primo on AEW over the weekend. He absolutely destroyed Cody Rhodes and took the TNT championship. Primo, do you watch a little bit of AEW every once in a while, or? Okay.
A little bit.
Okay,
I watch for Orange Cassidy.
My man, Orange Cassidy. So, Brody Lee.
I am a big Brody Lee fan.
Exact. Yes. Yeah. Brody Lee, former Luke Harper. You know, if you hear his story about what happened to him, how he got released and what kind of went into it, you can't help but feel a little bit happy for the guy, even though he's running the Dark Order. They absolutely mauled Cody, and I like that because you just don't see it often when someone gets destroyed. It's just like a football game or basketball game when the route is on. So big things for AEW to have a new TNT champion. You think they're going to continue to do the weekly TNT championship defenses, or was that more of a Cody thing?
I'm expecting it to be more of a Cody thing. It was very similar to the John Cena U.S. title Open Challenge run. As soon as he passed the buck on that, the Open Challenges were done, and I think it was it helped build up to this big win for Brody Lee. It made the title a big deal. It made Cody seem like a real tough champion to beat, and then there you go. Brody Lee wins the title. Now suddenly he's the powerhouse.
He's the powerhouse. Dark Order. A lot of people have been kind of lukewarm on them for the last several months, but they've stuck with it. So props to management for sticking with Dark Order. They needed this moment to happen. They needed Brody Lee to do something. He, of course, came very close to knocking off Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. So this was a right move. AEW needed something a little fresh in that upper mid division.
I feel like the Dark Order is still missing something, like if they had some sort of sinister manager to speak for them, I think that would really hammer things home.
I couldn't agree more. What is next on Fresco's favorites?
SummerSlam.
All right. SummerSlam was this past weekend. We saw a multitude of changes, including a new Raw Women's Champion in Asuka, as well as the return of the big dog, Roman Reigns. He came through after the Fiend defeats Braun Strowman in a so-so Falls Count Anywhere match. I gotta ask you, Primo, are you excited to see the big dog back on big TV? Okay, I'm a big Roman Reigns guy, so seeing him come back, he's talking shit too. He's all like, "Hey, Braun, you a monster. I made you a monster." And Fiend, he was like, "You got no responsibility."
And he's got those new teeth.
He's got some new veneers.
Yeah.
Those new teeth looked excellent.
He's got those Hillary Duffs, man.
Definitely the Hillary Duffs were looking nice, man. He paid that good too short money to get those new veneers in. You know what I'm saying? Very happy to see him back. SummerSlam overall was a pretty good show to me. A lot of good wrestling. Profits looked good. Change matches looked good. Everyone looked great in their overall for the show. The Thunderdome was a little hard for me to get used to.
Oh yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, man, we keep saying it. It's definitely a Black Mirror, vision just realized. And I hope 2021 we're not getting a whole lot of this anymore. But for right now, it's great. They get an audience. I'm sure working in the ring with that kind of things around might help a bit with the ambiance and getting it going. So it's good.
Yeah.
Any more topics for us on the Fresco's favorites?
We've got Vegas Golden Knights advance to the second round.
All right, real quick here into the sports world. The NHL, our team locally, the Vegas Golden Knights, they recently stomped on the Chicago Blackhawks 4-1 to advance to the second round, and they just obliterated the Canucks last night 5-0. Of course, a big controversy going around about the goaltender situation, who should start, who shouldn't. Robin Leonard, a new guy who they picked up at the trade deadline, has been starting for the Golden Knights throughout these playoffs for a majority. A lot of fans are upset that the flower, Marc-Andre Fleury, isn't getting the starts. To me, I don't give a damn. Win the games. No matter who's behind the net, win the games. Let's get this Stanley Cup. Primo, you watch a little bit of a Vegas Golden Knights?
Not regularly. You know, my mother is a big fan, so I've been to games with her, and they're a lot of fun, but I don't follow it too much.
I got you.
I know it's important to the people of Las Vegas that we do well, that our team sort of tries to continue to recapture that excitement from the first season.
What a year.
And they're, you know, I'm proud of them no matter what.
Exactly, man. What a year that first year was, man. That was pandemonium.
Yeah, that was amazing.
You know, me and Matt Rice would go to some of the games, and we wouldn't even go to the actual games and just be outside for a lot of them too. They had a big old viewing party and stuff. Everyone was just turning up Vegas style. It went from like cold to like hot, and people were still outside turning up, having a good time, man. I would love to have seen that, of course, this year as well. This might be the best thing they put out. So to have them kind of work kind of by themselves and be in this bubble, you just hope they can pull it through. But big shout out to the Vegas Golden Knights. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Primo, man,
yes.
Is there anything that you want to get off your chest right now, or anything you want to let people know what you're doing? What's next in Primo's lineup, my man?
Well, starting next month, American Ninja Warrior returns,
Uh-oh.
and there will be an episode featuring the return of your Primo Pulpo.
Hey!
Please go ahead and
Ha!
tune into that. If you want to see some new work from your Primo in the meantime, I did put out a cinematic match with Sin Bodhi.
That's right.
Sergeant Major. And
It's a movie.
The Sinister Minister, James Mitchell, he did the narration for it as well.
That's
You
right.
can find that on YouTube. It's called Race from the Pit.
Oh, that's right, y'all. Also, Father James Mitchell, longtime veteran in the game, one of the best managers, narrating Primo Pulpo. He's the star of that movie, in my opinion, between Sergeant Major and, of course, my coach, Sin Bodhi. Check that out on YouTube. And what's that right there, man? What you got there in that little box?
Oh, you know, your Primo Pulpo, he always has the merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/LatinKraken. However, I have some new merchandise I want to share with you and debut on the show right now. Let's see. A gift from me to you, some new trading cards, some new Primo Pulpo trading cards.
Look at this. It's nice. Okay, I like this.
For everyone in the studio.
Shoot, I need all my guys to give me gifts
So
when
we
they
have
leave.
a close-up or... no, it's okay. But you know, I will put these
I
online.
got you.
Here we
He
go.
sees it right there. There you go. Get the
Oh,
trading card,
this
man.
This way. Hey.
Yeah. Awesome. Primo, man, thank you so much for coming by for the show, man.
Yes,
having your
thank you for
wisdom
having
on there really helps. You know, man, for you, we've been at it for a long time, so keep doing your thing, Primo.
Yeah, Primo, you're awesome.
Always.
Thank you, Madam Rice.
Always.
You know, I appreciate Fresco. The chance to get on your show, to advertise myself for promotions, for clients, for
Go ahead.
women. You know, I am the Heartbreak Squid. Primo
Heartbreak
Pulpo. So,
Squid.
There it
ladies, if you want to call up, Fresco will put you in touch with me.
All right, for sure. Before we go, folks, I gotta give you a little bit of some salt. The You in Trouble Now segment is going to one particular situation, one team, and that's the Clippers, my own Clippers. What the hell happened yesterday? We dropped a 21-point lead. Kristaps Porzingis didn't play, and Luka absolutely killed us with a shot. Why did Doc Rivers put Reggie Jackson on Luka on the last possession? I know you're a Mavs fan, so it's all good. But Clippers, you in trouble now. Figure this shit out. We got a game tomorrow. We got to win a championship. I'm not playing either. Positive energy only. Thank you so much for coming out for the show. Don't forget to let us know at Fresco-Matic on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, 702 Bro on YouTube. Follow my man Primo Pulpo on all social media platforms. And for Madam Rice, I am Fresco, and we are out.